once again for joining us here on
Wind Down Fridays.
I'm your host, Veronica Ward, along with my beautiful co-host.
Hi, it's Sybrina Brown.
And today we have a special guest, Mr.
Brandon Johnson.
All right. All right, Brandon. Thank you so much for joining us
Yes.
tonight. So tonight we're going to have our wine of the week.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to also talk about what's going on. And then our subject of the night. You 18, get out.
Ooh.
What you say?
Child.
Y'all know. Parents feel different about that.
Oh,
18,
yeah.
You know, what you going to do. All right, so before we get into all that, let's talk about the wine of the week. What we got this week, Spring?
Oh, we got something good tonight, y'all. We're going to try a sangria for the first time. But this is a watermelon sangria.
Oh.
But it also has tropical notes and blueberry flavoring. It's out of Florida and it is 13.9% alcohol.
Oh.
It would look good,
A
y'all.
little messed up.
Yes. We might be feeling good after this show. All right, let's try this
let's try it. We'll do a
Capriccio.
little toast to this.
All right, y'all. Cheers.
Cheers to wine.
Smells good. Oh,
That's
stout.
good.
That's
Good.
good. It's
Ain't
strong.
Got a
It's
little,
warm.
got a
Got a
little
little
kick to
kick
it.
on it.
Yeah.
With 2 feet, huh?
Start from the heel.
It's so. It's good though.
It's good.
Oh, yeah.
But it's
But
bubbly.
it smells good.
Smells
Yeah,
so
it's
good. Mm.
It smells good, girl. That was like perfume, and you know, put it behind your ears.
Put some little sangria back there, girl.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That
Good.
smells good. It smells kind of like
Good
peach and
stuff.
stuff.
It does. You can
Yeah.
really smell the tropical in
I
it.
like that.
I like
Okay.
that.
You don't feel it at the
Capriccio.
bottom of it.
I know.
You can see the leg. Look at Brand, the legs
Oh,
coming
yeah,
down.
stir it
Oh,
up.
yeah.
That shows you the alcohol content. So
Wow.
it's pretty, pretty stout,
Oh,
y'all.
yeah. Okay. Oh yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
She right. Okay, so that is so good. So that's sangria.
Yeah, Capriccio watermelon sangria.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. So now let's talk about what's going on.
Okay.
It's so many different things that
It
happened this
is
past
crazy
week or
stuff.
so, y'all.
Yes.
First of all, R. Kelly.
Oh Lord.
Crazy. Got no sense.
No, not at
I
all.
don't understand. I
Mm-mm.
don't understand, y'all.
Child.
Look, I can say that the man is very talented.
Yes,
He's
he is very
When
talented.
it comes to his music, he's really, really a musical genius.
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, I don't know. He got some problems.
Something wrong with him for real. Gotta be.
You gonna waste all that talent on lust,
Mm-hmm. That's all it
basically.
is. Horniness. That's all it is.
You can't even listen to the music no more.
I know.
Like, definitely if you realize what type of mind frame he was in,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can't listen to it because he's talking about little kids majority of the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you don't really realize that. You just like, oh, this sounds so good.
Mhm.
Step in the name of love and all that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was crazy at the time.
Yeah.
So you
he
can't.
was.
It's like it's a little bit of you trying to figure out like, all right, well, it was good, but
Mhm.
some people try to like separate the man from the music, but I'm like, that's still the man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's still the same mind frame. You know,
Yeah.
so you
That
can't
is
feel
so
sorry for
true.
somebody like that.
You're
It's
right.
a shame. He all crying. What you crying
Yeah.
for? How, you want to cry when them little girls locked up in them rooms and all that? That's sad because, like I said, it's such a wasted talent.
It really
and
is.
his music was just phenomenal. But like you said, the words and the motive behind it,
Yes.
it's sickening.
And you gonna think about that for the rest of his life now, child.
Yeah.
You are a lot.
Yep.
You gonna learn today.
You should have cried a long time ago, child. It was over with.
Nah.
It's
How about
over.
that? Yeah, so I don't know. I don't think they sentenced him yet
Mm.
or whatever,
But they
but
charged him for racketeering.
I
So
know.
racketeering is
Trafficking.
racketeering is basically saying that he had an empire. Like he had more than one person helping him out to
Yes.
find the kids and do all that stuff.
That's
So
So true.
so
they were
so
scouting out
it's
junior
more. It's
highs
not a
and all that.
direct
Mhm.
charge. It's like so they're gonna bring in more people to charge with him. So a lot of people don't realize that, but yeah, he's going down for a long
Yeah.
time.
Wow.
Yeah, man, they had all kinds of mess on Facebook. Talking about what he gonna look like when he get out. He was all old and crazy looking. I said, well, hey,
Hey.
if you mess with kids, you think about touching a child. Hey, that's what can happen to you. So
Right.
you can't. You know better. All these women out here throwing boxes at you.
Yes,
As long
grown
as
women,
giving
and you gotta get
giving
somebody.
you
Yeah.
sex,
Mm.
giving it to you. twerking it at you,
Mm-mm.
slapping it at you,
Right.
and all that. You want to look at a kid? Come on,
Yeah, you scouting out junior high schools? No,
Yeah.
no, he
Junior
know better. You're a
high.
grown man. That's messed up.
Yeah, he was sitting at junior high school,
Yep.
a 30-year-old man in the parking lot looking at little kids.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a
yeah,
shame.
he's sick.
Yeah,
He's totally sick.
very.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It made me sick. But anyway,
Yeah.
on to another note.
Oh.
Okay, so y'all, so now we're gonna talk about Kelly Price. I didn't realize how sick she had
I
gotten.
didn't
with
either,
COVID.
girl. I heard on the radio. I didn't realize she was that bad.
She
was
literally
bad.
flatlined,
Yeah.
y'all. She literally
Mhm.
died, and they resuscitated her.
Right.
That is
Wow.
crazy.
Yes, and she's still dealing with the repercussions of that, her lungs and stuff being messed up. So it's
Wow.
crazy. It's a
That is
lasting
something
effect.
man, that COVID is no joke. No matter
not
how
at
you
all.
feel about that shot, that COVID, when you get it,
Hmm.
I promise you, you ain't gonna want to get it again.
For real.
Because it does not play. Some people's immune systems can take it and
Right.
can tolerate, but others, when they get it,
It hits
it
them.
takes them out of there. You hear me?
Mhm.
It messes them up bad.
That's true.
So, gotta pray for her.
Yeah, it messed me up for a couple of months when I had it last year. So I know the effects of it. I mean, I couldn't breathe right. I mean, just moving around. That's why I started exercising a little more. And I was like, you just felt different. You felt sluggish. You felt like you got like walking pneumonia.
Yeah.
So it felt like you wheezing all the time. It was bad. You had no appetite.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's
It's
terrible.
bad.
I
It's
wish that on
messed up.
nobody.
Yeah, and I don't think that people that have not gotten in contact with this disease understands how severe it affects you.
Yeah.
Like for real, if you haven't gotten it, consider yourself very, very blessed.
Yes.
Because baby, when you get it, you will never want to go through that again.
Yeah.
The effects of it is so strong.
Exactly. Or if your family, you watch a family member get it, you can't help them. There's nothing that you can do to help them. That's horrible to see too.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. You don't want nobody going through that.
No,
kind of
you
stuff.
don't.
People feel how they want to feel about the shot. That's their prerogative.
Right.
But I'm telling you, you get it, you gonna learn today. I promise you, you gonna learn
For
today.
real.
Real quick.
For real. That ain't no
It's
joke.
serious.
Yeah,
Wow.
it is. It's nothing to play with. People tell me this fake. You better ask Trump. When you trying to walk up them steps, act like he can breathe.
Trying to hold in that coffee. No, you hurt. Trying to play. Yeah, no, you hurting trying to hide that in there. Yeah, ain't nobody trying to. Yeah, you know the real deal is. Yeah, you're trying to hold in that coat. Trying to be all hard snatching that mask off. Like, yeah, no, you ain't right. Yeah, I want to hear the neck all red. That turkey neck going. You trying to hide it in there? Yeah, you know you ain't right.
Yeah.
So that coat ain't nothing to play with.
Everything in the trying to take deep breath.
Ain't nothing to play with. Talking about he good after the first 2 or 3 days.
No,
you ain't right.
He wasn't good.
Yeah, you heavy set in your late 70s. You ain't right. Yeah, we got people in their teens messed up.
Right.
I'm 80 years old. Talking about, I'm alright. I'm Superman. No, you ain't.
He better be glad he's the president. He probably would have been dead otherwise.
Yeah. Walking up them stairs, he was holding that girl like, Lord Jesus, please push me up these stairs. He got there, boy. I got about to soon that camera went on, I better tell him I'm gonna fill
He's like, let me hold this in there real quick. And little act hard for 5 seconds. I'm like, better go on all that. Like, man, you look, bro, just go lay in that bed, drink some camel soup.
Yeah, for real.
Don't act hard for nobody.
Yeah, because it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, it ain't gonna work.
Still gonna be sick.
It is what it is, Shy. You got
You
that.
don't need to prove nothing to nobody.
Right. Right.
I'm like, man, it is what it is.
For real. So y'all, we can say it for free. All right, you guys. All right, that's what's going on.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
So now, y'all, we finna get into the subject of the night. You 18, get out.
Oh. Girl, some parents think that.
Man.
Parents on hey, when they turn 18, it's time to go.
Yeah.
No excuses.
A lot of kids want to leave, but then they don't even know what they want to get out for. They get out just for the freedom. You know? So, yeah, it's hard.
That's
it's
so
hard.
Yeah,
true.
it is. It is. Like, you gotta think, okay, so we're gonna talk about you 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Some parents, we're gonna say 2 different ways. Some parents, they already preparing you at 17. When you get 18, you gotta get out.
Wow.
Every so often, you make your parent mad. You watch them this. Don't forget you're gonna be 18.
I hope you're ready.
Hope you're ready. You better be ready.
Countdown that whole year.
This last year you watching this in my house.
Right. Your birthday coming up.
Yep. You gonna be 18.
Yeah. Start getting apartment guides and stuff over there. They 17, I don't know where to live at, huh? Look, figure this out. You'll be alright. It's hard out here.
Yeah.
You know, so.
True.
But some parents, when a child gets to be 17 years old, they're telling them, you got to be out my house when you turn 18. You grown. I've raised you for 18 years. It's time for you to go and figure it out. Figure it out.
Ooh, girl.
So from 17 to 18, that's all you hear.
Yeah.
You got 3 more months in this house, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking trash? Don't make it be 2.
Ooh, girl. But you know what?
Hey,
but back in the day, when you think about 30, 40 years ago, people did leave when they were younger. You know what I'm saying?
did.
17, they were gone, they was cool. They raised a whole family at 18, 19 years old. And it was cool. But now, girl, it's different. The world is different. Yes.
Because, okay, so back in the day, you know, the parents gave you an option.
Mm-hmm.
You get out, you get a job, you get out on your own, or you go to the military, but you still got to get out. You go to college, you still got to get out.
Right.
Those were your 3 options. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but what did you do to prepare that child for any of those options?
Exactly.
As a parent, what did you do? Did you say, I don't give a damn? You getting up out of here? Countdown, bro.
Yeah.
2 months and counting.
Yeah.
What did you do? Because really, it's especially times are hard.
Different now.
Rent is high.
Yeah.
You know, deposits is high. Jobs ain't paying like it's supposed to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard.
Yeah.
If it's hard for you as a parent trying to make it, imagine how it is for your 18-year-old don't know nothing. They never lived life. They never experienced nothing.
Yeah.
How do you think it's going to be for them?
Exactly. Like you said, we got to make sure you prepare these kids for, I'm talking about, you know about credit. You know how to budget your money. You know how to budget a checkbook or a bank account or something.
Yeah.
You got to teach them what to do. You can't just throw them out there to the wolves and say, hey, bye. I hope you all right. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to come back.
Who
you know?
does that?
Yeah. The crazy thing about it's going to be hard regardless. I'm like, all right, you go to the workforce. You go any little job, entry level, they barely paying whatever hourly.
Right.
So you're going to be struggling. If you go to college, you instant in debt. So then you're in debt and going to school, don't know what you're going for.
Right.
Yeah.
You 17, 18 years old, it's like, I'm just told to get out. The next thing you know, you in school, you still young, you don't know what you're going to school for, waste a couple of years.
Yep.
You get out when you're 22, 23 years old, the next thing you know, you're like, all right, now I got $40,000 in debt. Then I got to go work again, paying off this student loan. And then you in some regular apartment in the hood because you're paying off student loans, struggling. And you can't really survive. So it's like, it's a double negative no matter what you do. Yeah. So it's like, either you have great grades and get a scholarship and do what you got to do to move forward, or just go work at Whataburger or somewhere and just do what you got to do to move on up. Yeah. Because you don't have no experience. I mean, so it's hard to say, like, everybody want the freedom to get out and do your own thing and things of that sort, but it comes with a lot of downfall. I mean, yeah, you have a lot of freedom. Then you ride around, you get a little raggedy car, you ain't paying, you tag out, you ride around, getting pulled over by the cops, realistic stuff. Getting tickets everywhere, and then you can't afford it. Right. The next thing you know, you're gonna get debt regardless no matter what you do. Yeah. And then, it's hard somebody at 17, 18, 19 years old to just really fathom that. All they want to do is just get out. Right. They just want the freedom to get out and do what they want to do. Yeah. So then they're gonna be all big headed, and then you're like, oh man, hey, mom, I need help with this. Yeah. I got tickets here. Oh, my car broke down. Nobody never have it all the way. I don't care how smart you are. I don't care if you get a good job from high school. Yeah. You're gonna have downfall no matter what you do.
Yeah,
right. You are
true.
So right.
And then that's the thing, because when you're a teenager, the main thing, I'll be glad when I get out of the house.
That's true.
When I get on my nerves, somebody doggone washing dishes and cleaning up all the time and watching my little brothers and sisters or whatever. Yeah. They just want out because they thinking, I'm almost ground. I'm going to do my own thing. I don't listen to nobody telling me nothing. Yeah. Then you get out, you get that doggone rent, you get that light bill, and it's just you. You be like, oh Lord, mama.
Child.
I love you.
They get their reality check, girl, and then they ask them for money.
Because it becomes real.
It does.
Like, it's cool to get your phone, like, yeah, come on up, I got my own place. We're gonna fight over there. You bring your friends all over, they drink up all your food. You ain't got nothing but some oodles and noodles and stuff in there. And some milk and syrup.
I know that's
it. Eat up all that. So
right.
by the time they leave, you ain't got nothing.
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, what you cooking?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, I came back to the house all the time to eat.
Oh, yeah.
Please make some jambalaya, something. I'm hungry. I'm tired of eating these noodles. Ain't nothing up in there. Like, I gotta eat something. So yeah, it's hard out there.
Because it be fun, but then you want the freedom.
Yeah.
You want to hang out with your friends. And that's cool because you gotta tell you that. But then when your food get low, you done paid all your money to rent and water and lights, and you hope you got cable, and not two antennas sticking out the back of that joker, or whatever. But it's hard. And then you sit at the house by yourself or apartment by yourself, like, dang,
bored.
Man, I'm bored. I got no food, and I got about $2.25 worth of gas in my car.
Right.
And the car no due.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
That's girl. They go through that for
They
go through it.
Everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you doing what you got to do to survive. I'm like, even like when I moved out, I was 19. Moved out. Luckily, I was with Tori. Whatever. Moved out. Got our own place. And the thing about it is, we wasn't struggling. But if anything did break down, we just couldn't do it. Like, I mean, I had my radiator busted at a Honda Civic. My radiator busted, $100-something. I'm like, man, I got $30 until whatever. I had to just
2 weeks.
Yeah, I had to get a way to work for the next couple of weeks. Figure out how to way to get it fixed.
Yeah.
So you might barely be able to survive, but it's like you don't have no safety net. You don't have no savings. You just out barely making $10 an hour, $11 an hour, and your rent $800-900 a month. You like, hey, and then you got a car note $200-400 a month. Insurance, most people don't have no insurance. You get out there, you just out there just riding around. So it's like you don't care, you don't know nothing about nothing. So like you just like, look, you out trying to go to work, find some little females, do what you trying to do, whatever. But you're not in the mindset of like, all right, I'm gonna be a responsible adult. I'm going to get insurance. I'm going to make sure I drive the speed limit. Make sure I'm home at decent time. Let me ride around in these streets. You out just having fun.
A good time,
You glad to be out.
Right.
You glad to be out there just doing something.
Wow.
You're like, ain't nobody got to call me. I'm just out just 1 o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday. You just ride for no reason. So stuff like that. You just it's just the freedom to do it.
Yeah.
And then, when you about 25, 26, 27, you're like, man, it's like, you actually start seeing all the debt kick in, and, all the downfall kick in, and hopefully you have a better job by then. But you live and you learn, so there's no rush to get out when you're 18 years old.
It's not.
But then there's parents that say you got to be out,
and it's crazy because
it's like,
and when they do get out, they're gonna come back anyway. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna need that help eventually because they out there inexperienced. They're gonna come back no matter what, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Because it just happens.
Because it's like everybody got to come back at least once. At least once. It could be twice, but at least one time. Like, oh man, something happened, fell on hard times, lost my job, my car broke down, I can't get to my job, so now I can't pay for my place. So things happen. So it's like, why not make sure that before you kick that child out at 18 years old, you got some backup for the backup. Okay, you going to school, this is what you do. You going to the military, this is what, like, you got to have some backup for the backup, because if you just say, get out, and you don't really help them to get a plan, they ain't going to do nothing but come back.
Right, that's so true.
Because they wasn't ready when you threw them out.
Exactly.
But it's crazy. It's so hard, like, you can look at it both sides. I'm like, all right, because you can't even fault the parents, because a lot of times the parents were done that way. So it's like, so the parents are they're still young too, and they just like, I mean, a lot of times there's no blueprint. You out there just basically just like, all right, I'm in high school, and then your parents they struggling, so he's like, okay, what I got to do about college? And they like, I don't know. And you like, well, what I gotta do? How you do financial aid? Where the schools at? Where you gotta do this? Or do what? All right, if I do pick up the job field, all right, what do? I do warehouse. I go and stock in that Kroger somewhere. You have to really think like what I'm gonna do. So I mean, it's hard. I mean, it's like, you can give a kid a car, then okay, they gotta keep up the maintenance in it, and then they don't have no savings. Something happens. So it's a lot. I mean, it's kind of hard to prevent a kid to basically be successful. It's like, you can probably get their credit right, but I mean, that's a perfect world. Yeah, because like, all right, ain't no kids 18 got a credit card, car, all this stuff, and just gonna be an easy selling.
Right.
I mean, they're gonna charge that card up and do whatever. They're gonna wreck that car. Right. They're gonna do whatever they want to do. Like I told so many cars, I got so many repos. I was like, man, look, I didn't know what I was doing. I'm just out there trying to work. I'm just trying to have fun. Exactly. So I was like, man, you working these little temp jobs, and the next thing you know, your assignment up. What? And then I got this car gone next day. Right. And you like, man, look, it's the thing about it is like you just never know. Yeah. Like what's gonna happen? You never know what's gonna happen. I know spoiled kids that was out there, their parents gave them cars, everything. They still were just lazy because they just depend on their parents. Yeah. They still in the
they didn't really learn nothing.
They didn't learn nothing.
Right.
So it's like, I mean, when you get out at a young age, you have more experience. So you have more experience, and then by the time you see the other kids that went to college and come back, you're already a few years ahead of them, but you struggled. Yeah. They had it a little easy. Like they're sitting on a dorm eating food all day and going to school. Yeah. But then they come back with debt, and you've been just hardship and struggle. Right. But y'all end up being in the same meeting after a while, and a lot of people don't get on their feet till like 30-some years old anyway.
True. That's so true. That's very true.
It's hard.
And that's how when people really start kind of really maturing. Like, because when you in your 20s, you really just winging yourself. You doing whatever. You kind of wilding it and everything. Right. You're not really listening to nobody because at that point I'm grown. I finally get to do what I want to do. Yeah. But then by the time you get 30, you're like, you know what? Maybe some of them lessons was true. Right. Maybe some of the things that I was being taught, were true. Or either they'd have to experience some of those things that they were, being taught, at a younger age. And then they've learned some things. They experienced some things. They've learned to budget more, and pick and live within their means instead of living way up here. Got this expensive behind car. No, they can't pay for. Yeah, but they got a floss or whatever, But it's those learning curves, those first. Those first lessons that they learn really on their own because they get out there, they got to lose some stuff. I'm about to lose my car. Well, maybe. That cost $600 more. Child. That ain't the car for you. Yeah. That's the car for you about $200.
Better get your cash car, child.
Just take everything out the car. I knew this was gonna come get it. I'm like, let me go and get these shoes out of here. Let me get my system out the trunk. I'm taking everything out. I'm like, don't come get it in a couple of days. Like, it is what it is. I can't pay for it. Yeah. So, I mean, that's the lessons you learn definitely going out, when you're 18, 19, 20 years old. Yeah. And you really just don't know what to do. You just out there just working. I mean, you work, you have a little money, get a little Whataburger here and there, but you ain't really just like figuring out like what you have to do as an adult. I mean, nobody doing the same job that they did when they was 18, 19 years old, when they were 30, 40 years old. In a whole different field. Yeah.
Necessary job, man. Yeah, it's hard. You had necessary, like I got to work this Taco Bell and this Jack in the Box alternate days or whatever. But when you get older, you learn more. You go to college, you get, a degree or you get college hours or whatever, you can get a better paying job. Your struggle, that those struggles, those learning experiences, they set you up for, your pathways later on. Right. But some parents are just hardcore. Yeah. They don't care.
Some of them are.
Their grandparents was raised, their mama was raised, and that's how you gonna be. Yeah. At my house, 18. And like I said, 17 for 18, you will hear it every day.
Yeah. And sometimes parents are too soft. Sometimes kids can take advantage of the situation. Yeah. I was doing some research. I was looking on this news, and I saw a story 3 years ago on CNN. This man was 30 years old. He was living with his old parents, and they had been trying to get him out for 8 years. And he refused. They took this man to court.
Wow.
And the court evicted him from his parents' house because he didn't have no job. This man looked like a full wolf man. You hear me?
What?
He was not even. Plus, he had a child. He was upset with them. And he said, "I'm not going to talk to them ever again." He said, "They know I was having trouble trying. It's a full-time job trying to get custody of my son." No, it ain't. You take care of yourself so you can get your son, and so you can take care of your own self. You shouldn't be laying up on your parents like they're older. 30? And they have been trying for years, and setting goals, and they just said we just can't. And they went to court to get him out. You
better go.
That's horrible.
Yeah, you go to court. That dude, he ain't trying. Man, I'll just lock the door.
He was on CNN, man. He said he's not talking to his parents.
and change the lock.
Yeah.
He went to the corner store, his clothes outside, locking top locks. I'm doing whatever you got to do. I'm changing the locks when you go to any work, whatever. I'm changing the lock. You come back with nothing.
Yeah, he didn't have no job though. He said that he didn't have a job, but he made it work. Huh?
That he didn't have no job.
He didn't have no job, but he was able to pay for his own food. So I don't know if he was collecting cans. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he was.
Food stamps, something like that.
Something.
That's
but
crazy.
he didn't have no job, but he was feeding himself.
He ain't feeding his mom and feeding his tail.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So some people, some kids can be, to kind of take advantage of the situation, but the parents sometimes have to put the foot down and say, hey.
Because at some point you have to say, this young boy is now a man.
Mm-hmm.
He has to act like a man. He has to have responsibilities like a man. Because at some point he got to be a role model or example to one of his kids.
Exactly.
How you gonna have a kid and you
trying to fight for your kid? Yeah, what's that gonna look like to your custody battle? You know what I'm saying? You sit them there with your parents and they don't want you there, and you want your kid to be with you.
Yeah.
Like I know the orange juice in the refrigerator. Like, man, bro, you ain't go just get your own place. I don't care if it's in the hood somewhere. Go somewhere. Get a hotel.
Stay somewhere.
Do what you gotta do.
Hey, because you know what? I know. I done lived in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Because you gotta start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
I don't care what was inside my house.
Yeah.
Inside my house was clean. It looked nice.
Exactly.
And that's all that mattered. My boys would say I didn't care.
Right.
I was all right.
But
every year you have to make a decision. Say, I'm gonna do a little bit better next year. I can't stay in the same place because I'm at the same level. Yeah. So every year I had to make a conscious decision to say, okay, this apartment is cool, but I've got to get a little bit better.
Yeah.
And every year you find a way to better yourself, whether it's your house, your car, your something. Right. Got to be better. You can't stay in the same doggone project apartment for 30 years and you can't tell me you ain't did no better in 30 years. So what you doing with your life?
Yeah,
that's sad. That's sad though. That's sad when some people live like that. Yeah. I mean, they be in the hood and then they just never leave it. They grown kids and they just never left the neighborhood. Right. I'm like, I mean, you got to try to better yourself. I mean,
try to
do something.
You got to be productive.
It's hard out there. It's not an easy path, but you got to go. You have to just try better.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to figure out your skills. You got to do whatever it is to move up in the world.
Yeah.
And even if it is like multiple jobs or whatever and things of that sort, you just got to just do what you got to do.
You do.
And look, I hope you do it when you're young. Cause you get older, your 45, them bones get hurt in the neck, baby. It ain't easy.
You can't do warehouse no more. Yeah.
I ain't doing no warehouse.
That hurts.
No more box.
I know that's right.
Or them feet get hurt,
right?
The knee.
Exactly.
You can't do the things you did when you were in your teens and 20s and stuff like that. So you start off with doing what you have to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever you have to do to make it.
Yeah.
But you progress through life. You never stay at the same level.
Yeah.
Ever. No matter what you do in life, don't ever stay at the same level.
Exactly. And I heard that United States is big on the 18 you're out type thing. Cause they said that other cultures don't do that as much as people in the United States. Think about Asia.
What is it about? Is it just the parents just tired of looking at them?
I don't know.
It can be a lot of factors of everything. Because I mean, 18 is considered an adult.
An adult, yeah.
So,
especially back in the day.
just with the cigarettes and stuff like that, and they graduate. So like, all right, what you gonna be doing?
Yeah.
So that's just an old trait from back in the day.
Yeah.
And just people just like, hey, if you can buy cigarettes or you out of high school, go do something.
Yeah. So, but you gotta do for an 18-year-old. I will say this. You do have to do something with your life, even though the parents may not put you out, but you gotta do something to start being an adult. You gotta be working. You gotta be going to school. You want to go to the military, do that, but you gotta be doing something. Right. You can't get up there just rubbing your feet together at night. Yeah. Scratching all in yourself.
Yeah.
And stuff.
But think about it though, the Asian
over the orange juice.
Yeah. Put your name on the orange juice.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah.
No, but think about the Asian culture, the Arabic culture, the Hispanic culture, how everybody kind of hovers together in one house. You know what I'm saying? Kids, grandkids, mothers, all them. And they just kind of, and it kind of rotates. The kids are taken care of, then the kids start taking care of the parents. Yeah. So their culture is totally different from what they do here in the United States. Yes. So they probably even think about them kids leaving at 18.
Shoot, a lot of them be like,
now you gonna take care of me? Stay here. You know what I'm saying?
And that's smart.
You and your kids and everything. It saves some money, don't it?
Yeah, that's smart.
Money. Yeah. You know, if you
really
can try to live with all of them.
Yeah, if you can deal with that.
A bunch of them.
And that's the problem. Like when you start looking about black culture, we don't want to be around nobody too long. Yeah. You come home late one time or don't wash a dish or something, you need to get out. Oh, this light bill come back a little bit too high. Oh, you need to get out. So it's like, it's just a different culture.
It is.
It's good. It's smart. It's a smart thing to do because a lot of, like you said, the Arabian cultures, Asian cultures, things of that sort, they'll stay together.
Right.
And then they'll be like, all right, your credit good. All right, we'll all put money together. Put you down for a down payment for a house.
Right.
You got a car. And then they be fine. They already have a one up in the world. They ain't gonna start off living in an apartment in the hood, in all bill paid places, something like that. They gonna be alright. They already got a house, even a regular house,
big old house.
Yeah,
everybody fit in.
And they'll be fine. And that's a ripple effect. And then they pick jobs that pay good too. They're not doing a regular manual labor. They're going to straight doctors and going to straight, just dentists and stuff like that.
Right.
You know what?
That's so true.
It's some cultures, they make it a generational thing to stay in the girl. When you get up, go get you some of them food stamps, girl. A girl go sign up for them project. Like they make it
to where it's all the only choice that they have to do, and it's not.
Yeah, that's how you gotta live. But no, it's like I feel that's just you may have to start there, but you never
stay there.
In there. You know what I'm saying? You always can move forward.
Right.
So, and I know, but some people, it's like it's just been inbred in them. It's just stuck. My grandmama stayed in these projects. Daddy and them stayed here for 50 years. No.
Don't you want to get out of there?
You got to get out.
Yes.
You got to see the world. You got to experience more and be more. And they always, no matter what, your grandparents and your parents always want you to do better than them. Always. You always want your child to advance more than you. That way I didn't steal something. Something I did was right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because my child is doing good. I ain't got to worry about it. He got a good job. He ain't out in jail. He's doing good. So I must have did something.
Exactly.
Right
exactly. That's good.
So instill some good values in them so they don't want to be stuck in the projects all their lives because they don't have to stay.
Right.
It's a choice. Everything you do in life is a choice.
Choice, girl.
You just gotta work a little harder. It may take a little time, but you bust your butt. You don't stay in that situation and don't get mad because somebody else get out before you do.
Right, exactly.
You gotta work a little hard.
Yeah.
Sure, they okay.
And what's messed up also, like some people, if they just getting any kind of little money check to check, they're fine. Some people they don't have goals to get out.
Right.
They're perfectly fine with just living the median. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. There's gonna be median people forever.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you really looking at success, doesn't mean you got kids and things and that sort. Yeah. You want to live better. You don't want to live like somebody gonna break my car tomorrow or things like that. You want to live comfortable. Yeah. So I mean, moving at a young age. I mean, it's a lot of trials and tribulations when it comes to things and that sort. But You just get more wisdom, but I don't suggest it. I mean, I say go to college, do something, military, do something, get away, and before you really hit this reality because it's hard. It's hard no matter what.
Very hard.
I don't care what job you got.
It's
a struggle.
We got a comment, guys. We have a comment. It says, "This is a great subject. I actually started getting my kids ready to be on their own at the age of 15. There is no blueprint, but I knew all of my struggles that I went through. I did not want my kids to go through. The only problem with that is after I prepared them not to go through my pitfalls, I didn't know how to prepare them beyond that point. What are 3 things that you all think 18-year-olds needs to do or know?"
Credit.
Yeah, credit. You got to know what it is, how important that is. Savings.
Save some money.
Yes.
If you 15 and your state allow you to work at 15, start working at 15.
Yes. Know how to pay your bills.
Learn about credit.
Yes.
Learn about how to get a bank account. How to save with your bank account. How to manage so you don't get all the doggone overdraft fees so your bank account ain't shut down every 6 months. the right way to fill out an application.
Yes.
For apartments.
Yeah, get your resume together.
Get a good resume together.
Yes.
That's a whole bunch of different things.
A lot of good stuff. Yes.
And don't have nobody, don't have Woodrow them coming to mess up your apartment.
That's what I'm saying. Choose the right associates.
Yes.
Don't just hang out with any and everybody.
Yeah, don't have him come to mess up your stuff.
Because you are who you hang out with.
You are the company you keep.
Yes, ma'am.
You hang out with Thuggish, Ruggers, Woodrow them, and they, act the fool and throwing parties every night, and tearing up yourself, eating all your oodles and noodles. You gonna be the one hungry by the end of the week.
Ain't a little bit too friendly throwing them parties.
I know, that's right. That's true. Be careful now.
It is, because you can't really, you think about it, you want a party, but can you really afford a party?
You gotta feed them. Unless you say bring your own bottle.
Yeah, you say everybody bring your own bottle.
Everything else.
You gonna bring something.
Bring MD 2020 or something. You broke, you got $2. Like, bring this MD. Bring this. I don't care.
That'll work.
Bring a little cheap McCormick's or something. Watered down stuff. Like, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do to party. I mean,
you gonna do that though. Kids are gonna do it.
Kids gonna do it.
Yeah, they are. They're gonna do it no matter what.
Yeah. You don't want all the barbecue burn up the meat.
Leave leftovers.
Yeah, you having fun. You cheap, when you that you just making nachos.
Yeah.
That's all you nachos and drink.
Cheese,
what nachos, chips, drink. That's all you need. Velveeta. So but yeah, I mean
that's it.
Yeah, but credit savings in the bank account is a good stepping stone.
It really is. It really
even if there's a way to look to see if you can get some type of cash card or something, get some reliable transportation, things of that sort. But I know that's the biggest downfall. Basically, learning financial stability with bank accounts and credit and things of that sort. That's a lot of stuff that you don't learn until you late 20s, 30 years old.
Yeah, right. Unfortunately, don't even think about it.
But you know what's crazy? Some parents don't even know how to
even know or think about it. They don't.
They don't tell the kid, well, just figure it out.
Right.
And then the kids
like, okay,
swiping that card and overdrafting like crazy. They got $300 worth of overdraft fees a month. Because that's what their parents are doing.
Take their whole
check.
Just
swipe it. They'll do it.
No.
You swipe it.
Changing bank accounts and negative going here and there. Getting payday loans. It's hard.
It's very hard. Yeah.
I tell you, I was payday loan queen, baby. I'm telling you. Who? Payday loan, baby. I go 2-3 of them. I have a whole extra check.
Wow.
Baby.
Just with that bank account.
Dang. Next week, I got 3 more banks.
I get a new direct deposit and this new bank. Yeah, cause that's going negative. I can't do it.
So never mind that. We're going to this one.
I'm telling you, I knew how to work that thing, boy.
It's hard.
But sometimes you start off with maybe a couple $100.
Yeah.
$50.
Trying to be nice about it.
Yeah, but then I need $500.
I know, that's right.
What's the most
my limit? I know.
The most. When is it due? All right. Let me go get this other bank account. I'm going to make America somewhere. You got to maneuver because you know you ain't got no check next week. You'll be hungry. You got no gas. Yeah, you trying to figure out what you got to do. Like, it's hard out there, man.
It's a struggle for real.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Like, oh Lord, y'all, they gonna
how much come out next week? Oh yeah. You go to your HR. Hey, change this direct deposit. Please don't put it in this old account. New account, please. Yeah, you in there. Pray to God you don't put in the old account, boy. Like, man, hey, it's real.
Yeah.
I mean, I did that plenty of time. Why you get another bank account a month later? Hey, don't worry about that. I need to eat. That old bank was wrong. I need a new bank account. Nah, you for real. That's what, That's real. Hey, you trying to hide it? You know you broke. We go to HR. Please change this. Don't when's the deadline? Like, you serious about that? I mean, it's hard. It's hard out there, man. Everybody been through it. People got played out. Act like everybody did.
Oh my God.
And you know what? Them doggone pay loans was horrible.
Oh, interest
was ridiculous.
They paid back double. Yeah.
9.9% interest.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
That's why the government had to regulate them jokers because they was going crazy.
Paying them for a
that's
year.
why we about to pay them back. Y'all was running crooked. There wasn't them a long short.
That's all it was.
They getting rich. They got commercials and everything. Yeah, come on to us. Yeah, you be alright. Yeah, they give it to everybody. You gotta pay back double.
Oh no! And the ones with the title loans too, they take your title.
They take the whole car. You over there, you late. My car gone. Can't go to work. Got this money with no car. Like what? Boy, it's so hurt. You out there crying, holding head. Like, man, I can't even go to work. You get like, this before Ubers and all that.
Yes,
you have to call in and play like you're sick. My stomach hurt, boss. I can't come in. No, your car got repoed an hour before. Trying to make up that you sick. Like, man, come on now. Like, man, it's hard out there, man. I've been through it all. Like, yeah, it's cutthroat. Right. Well, messed up when you iron your clothes and everything. Got cologne on, you ready. You out there, gonna be a good day. Got your haircut out there. Oh, my car gone. And you think you outside looking around like, wait a minute, look down the street. You trying to walk around.
You
like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You start calling people. Yep, we got it about 2 hours ago. You be like, God, I'm on my job. Yeah, I'm sick today. I might be sick for a couple days. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get around. Like, man, that stuff is real out there.
It is.
I've been through it all. Losing jobs.
I don't want to listen, y'all. You be at work. You didn't go to work. You say, you know what? Hey, y'all want something for lunch?
I ain't did that.
No.
You done take everybody order. You go out there and your damn car.
Girl was like,
what?
Man,
my car on flat, y'all.
My car didn't tell me.
Didn't tell me, y'all.
No.
Man.
So somebody else got
to get his lunch.
Here go my $5.
Hey, I can't do it today. Ooh, I remember I did that one day. I remember my car repo at work.
Ooh.
I got off work. It was a hard day too. I got out. I was like, where I park? I'm looking around the parking lot. I'm like, I know I parked over here. I was playing that song this morning, and he's like, oh, they came and got my car. And then everybody busy, can't pick you up. You outside at work. People like, hey, bro, you good? Yeah, I'm good. I'm just thinking about something. You can't even get home. You know, you say, boy, ain't nobody want to take you to the house. You like, yeah, I'm just thinking about something. I got a lot on my mind right now. Like, man, no, your car gone. You broke. Like, man,
I didn't drive in there. Have somebody drop me off. Can I get a ride, please?
Yeah, you really walking down the parking lot like, where I park it? You see them tire marks dragging. It's like, oh yeah, they got my car today. Like, they drag your front tires straight and get that ground. Boy, it's so hurt
right there.
Boy, you hurt over there crying. Like, you try to play it out, people looking at you, why you walking in the parking lot for? Hey, man, I'm just thinking about something. Yeah, I got some stuff going on, personal stuff. Nah, your car gone. That's what it is. Yeah, that's personal. Yeah, car gone out there. Like, boy, that's a real.
Oh, it's too funny.
It's real. I've been through it. Yeah, I've been through it.
Done that.
Wow.
That's why I say people don't judge people because you don't know what people
It's hard out there.
It is. Can you imagine being that young having to deal with that mess?
Oh, that bitch. Young.
That's crazy.
Boy, I've been there. Especially when you trying to be bougie. You walk in there, you a person, somebody.
Yep.
Where's my car? I know what you're saying. You can't be cute. And your damn car gone.
No, girl, you can't be walking with
feet hurt.
No, man.
Don't get your car towed at somebody else's apartment.
Oh,
that's when you out there creeping. You young, 19, 20 years old. Don't even ask like, hey, y'all told you was out there. Yeah, he told me to come on over. Go outside, car gone. Like, hey, get out. Get up. Hey, you need to take me to the house. Like, how you get over here? Don't worry about it. Like, man, you ain't telling me y'all told over here. Like, man, that's a lot of lessons we gotta learn. Yes, 18, 19. You don't know nothing. You was out just happy to be out.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, it's
like they don't think about real life, real situations.
It's gonna cost you a lot of money.
Yes.
It's gonna cost you
$300-$400.
Yes. It's gonna be that company and you gotta get it.
You gotta get
it. You gotta get to work.
Yeah.
To pay for everything else. You know? You can't just go buy another car.
You can't.
But then you get older, you learn, I can get a car with no money down. I ain't got to get them jokers no down payment. You ain't got to do that. I found it
learn yourself. Yes, ma'am.
Just saying that's a quick little snippet.
My last car with no money down.
No money down. Y'all better start telling me like, that's just an extra bonus money. Y'all better stop doing that.
It's possible.
Wow.
We gotta have decent credit too. You can't be on there a credit score of 400.
No, you can't.
Trying to get
You can't have no demands
like,
out there.
Bro, you better go get that old Honda, that 98 Honda out there with 200,000 miles on it. That's the only thing we're gonna give you today. Don't be acting bougie with no messed up credit.
Yeah, but baby, you riding.
Hey, you riding. Hey, don't be bougie. You don't got no money. And you mess up credit.
Right.
Don't start out right there. Yeah. You ain't got to stay there, though. You start. The first car I had was 1976 Caprice Classic, baby.
Girl.
Old basic.
Drug dealer car.
I had a
drug dealer car.
Oh, yeah.
That doggone Caprice was so doggone long, baby. They had no air.
Oh, Jesus.
They got us where we need to go. You hear me?
Yeah.
Wow. Then we moved up to an 88 Festiva.
Oh, I remember that, girl. I remember that.
That thing looked like a tennis shoe.
Yeah.
Like
a shoe box. Yes,
white.
Shoe box.
Stripes.
White.
I remember that.
I remember that.
You loved it.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. It had the stripes on it.
I remember that.
Had that lawnmower engine in it. You had to pull the string in front. That thing was dragging, boy. It was clean in the 88, 87.
It was
clean.
They had that with the double windshield wipers in, like I was really like they were white, like they were
Oh, Lord.
I ain't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
Baby, then I ended up putting that doggone air conditioner because it was too doggone hot to take
You gotta have some AC.
Oh, Lord have mercy. So I drove that doggone joker all the way to New Mexico. I was rolling that shit by that lawnmower, baby.
That nigga struggling. Going 20 miles an hour on that road. It ain't going nowhere. Your pedal down to the floor. It ain't going nowhere. They were like, man, look at this car. It's struggling. The radio don't work. You out there you trying to ride. Like, hey, that's a flow. You ain't even going up a hill. It's a regular street. Going slow. Downhill. 20 miles an hour. Like, man, that's no joke. Boy, look at this lady raggedy.
I remember them.
They're raggedy.
I say people, they look at you down and think, oh,
yes.
No, we went through. We done been through it, man. I'm telling you. Yeah.
Oh, I remember Tempo, yes.
Tempo was clean.
I remember them.
Leave my doggone Ford Tempo alone.
Yes.
Shoot, it's my 5 on the side of the road dead. Or fix and repair daily.
Oh, yeah, fix and repair daily.
Yeah. Man, that's all right. That's my Tempo.
Yes,
girl. Shoot, baby, you live and learn.
Yes, you do.
But before you do that to a child, before you decide to throw them out, make sure that you teach them some things
you
to
have to,
prepare
girl.
them for life.
Oh, yeah. Goodness. We got a comment here. It says, I think it is okay for people to stay at home over 18, but the real issue with that is what are they doing? Are they helping with the rent? Are they saving money? Or are they paying a bill? You can't just let them lay up on you. That is so true.
That's true. Yeah, you gotta
yes, you really do.
That's
you really do.
I totally agree with that. They gotta have some kind of responsibility or they're not gonna appreciate it. You gotta prepare them some kind of way.
Right.
So you working at Taco Bell? Okay, how much is your check? $128?
You need to pay a bill.
Water bill $45.
Let me show you how to pay it.
Let me show you. Come on, we're gonna go online. We're gonna pay this.
Do this every month.
Or cell phone, because kids don't want their phone to get cut off.
Right.
So like, look, you made $100-some a month.
Yes, sir.
So you at least learn responsibility in that aspect. And then you be like, hey, I'm taking you back and forth to work for a few months. Hey, you want to figure out a way to get transportation. So you had to really factor that in. Like, all right, I need to make some decent money. I can't just blow it on food and Jordans and stuff like that. I got to really figure out how to budget.
Yes.
Kids are young. They're 18, 19, 20 years old. They're thinking about crazy material things. They think about the fancy shoes. They think about
fancy cars, all that.
Rims. But baby, when you hungry, you don't give a damn about no rims. You gonna be selling them. They'll give you something to eat.
Yes, ma'am.
Because you have to think about real life.
Right.
You don't care. Like you just trying to live. You know what I'm saying? You don't give a damn about what's on your feet. You want some shoes. You want to cover up. You don't want your toes hanging over out of them. You know what I'm saying? You just want, that's for real.
Oh, yeah.
But when you're young, you don't think about that because your parent is doing it for you.
Yeah.
They doing all of that. They give you all that stuff. But when you got to buy it yourself.
That means something.
That's a totally different thing.
You hold on to it
might take one thing might take half your check and you be like, dang, all I got is this much to live on. So
I got to be... $27, $30.
Right. Yeah. Things are different then.
But listen, plenty of time we had hot dogs or bologna or some noodles or some kind of Campbell soup.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
You might have a pack of wings or something, or some leg, chicken leg.
Yeah.
That was it. We had to make do with that and make some rice.
That's
but think about it, when you growing up and have that, you don't think nothing wrong with it. Really, you like, look, I'm trying to eat.
Just eat. As long as that belly full, you good.
But when you get older, you're like, all right, I can get a little Whataburger or something. But then you start budgeting. You know, so that's the thing about it. Like, definitely being young and on your own, you can't just splurge like that.
No.
I mean, I remember I did it. First check, I went straight to Redbird Mall and got me a cell phone. Next thing you know, after that, I got me a little Honda Civic. And after that, I bought a system, all that. I was broke. Every time I got my check, I was planning everything. Before I got my check, I said, I'm going to get these Jordans. I'm going to get this system. I'm going to get this little in-dash. And I was broke. I'll get that check. That check gone Saturday. I get paid Friday, check gone Saturday.
Yeah.
And I got, luckily back then, you can put $20 in the tank and you be all right. But I'm at work just eating noodles all week, breaking them up in that bowl. It's like, I'm just like, hey, bro, don't worry about me. I'll be all right until I get to the house. Hey, but I'm riding clean. I got my system. Right. I did. It's a struggle. A lot of kids are not used to that, because definitely you come up from a household, you think your parents going to do everything for you. So it's like, I had to really learn. I'm like, all right, I'm going to splurge on these groceries, and then we eating sandwiches. Right. Me and Tori was like, are we eating sandwiches?
Meat and bread,
whatever. Yes. Like, we just doing what we got to do. And, but it's a learning curve, though. It's like, you know, but the thing about it wasn't odd for us. It wasn't something that was
foreign or something.
Yeah, foreign or anything. We were used to it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't bad. Like, I was like, man, chips and Doritos.
Yeah,
all week.
Peanut butter jelly, child.
I'm fine. Hot dogs, chili dogs. I'm good.
Right.
But if you like a spoiled kid or somebody that's not used to that, you gonna think, oh, what can I do? I'm just
it's the end of the world.
It's the end of the world.
Yeah,
I'm like,
man,
they don't know this.
But you have to teach a child what a struggle is.
Yeah.
Like, if you give them everything all the time, they don't even know. They start struggling. They have a nervous breakdown. They mind can't handle it.
Right.
But if you've been, you know, the struggle is, you see your mama, your grandmother struggle a little bit. You're like, okay, well, you know, I've been down this road. I know how to do this. Okay, put this rice with this.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a meal tonight.
Some kind of goulash or something.
We're gonna make some goulash tonight. Throw all that stuff in the doggone pot. It's gonna last about 2-3 days.
Right.
Add some rice. We good.
Yeah.
We know how to manage or make do. As they say, we gonna make do with what we got.
Yeah.
Throw all that doggone extra meat and frozen.
And you're gonna be all right. And sometimes, unfortunately, there are some parents who set bad examples. You know what I'm saying? They don't care what their kids do. They don't tell them how to do this and do that. How they live their life is not right. So when those kids get out there, those kids might struggle, but then again, they might become stronger because they have to learn on their own. Say, you know, my parents did this. They weren't very good examples, so I'm going to be better. You know what I'm saying? So some kids have to go out there and really make it happen and become.
And then they actually become the parents.
The parent, better than their parents. Yeah. Wow.
Another comment?
Got another comment. It says, you guys are spitting some real stuff, talking about them payday loans, repos, and struggling when you were young. I remember going to the pawn shop trying to sell. Do you think kids today are more spoiled than when you were growing up? Yeah. And last, do you think parents today are too protective of their kids growing up and trying to keep them home longer, but not teaching them independence? I think so.
That's probably true.
I really
think
do.
That kids just stay home longer because now there's things that'll keep them home.
And they're easy. Things are easy nowadays.
It's so easy. It's like kids, when they think you tell them to go outside and play, they think that's punishment.
Yeah. And
if you put outside and play, you ain't gonna die. Like,
things are real easy for them.
Drink that hot water out that water hose. You'll be alright. It'll cool off eventually. About 30 minutes.
It's a different time frame.
It is.
Definitely, you can see the whole world in the palm of your hand.
Right.
So that's the difference nowadays. Like back then, we didn't know. We just saw whatever's in our neighborhood and what we grew up with.
Right.
So now you gotta live an image. You gotta try to portray something that you probably not. Yeah. So it seemed odd that I go drink out of water hose and some regular stuff. Like, man, that's normal. Bro, you be alright. Like you don't need a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to be doing all this extra stuff. I don't gotta be eating crab legs every weekend. That's not ideal. Ideal is like what you can actually do, like to provide yourself. Like, And so when it comes to things like that, you just got to just be a little bit more versatile. You got to understand the sacrifices. You can't live and portray something that you're not, and think it's just okay. And then you're gonna crash and burn eventually.
Yeah, that's why it's so important for the parents. That's why it's so important for the parents to teach them the right way. You know what I'm saying? Don't give them too much or don't give them nothing at all. You got to be balanced and show them, hey, this is what you need to do to survive. You know what I'm saying? Don't just say, hey, you 18, bye. While the kids were sitting in the house in a room playing video games for the whole teenage years.
Yeah, they don't know how to do anything. No. Just sat there and played on that doggone game. And y'all better stop doing it to them kids. Yeah. Them little jokers, that stuff is addicting.
Yeah.
It's very addictive.
Get them out.
You see how them people, they showed on Facebook these little kids that was taking away their video games. Them kids was about to
killing people, I know.
About to kill their parents.
Breaking TVs and
they was going crazy because their parents took their video games because it is like a drug.
Yeah.
They are glued to it. Them kids think they are part of those games.
Yeah.
So you have to set limits to that. Because they get so involved and they really think they're in that doggone video land.
Yeah.
So you better come back to reality.
It's like they express themselves through the video
that.
game.
That's so true.
And why would you buying them jokers?
Yeah.
So me getting all them violent games and then wonder why they want to go up there and rob or shoot or do some kind of crazy stuff.
And nowadays you even gotta watch YouTube because like even if a little kid looking at YouTube and they're too young to have a login, so they're just looking at the random stuff.
Oh,
you can see the most craziest things.
Yep, you can.
And because there's no filter. When you log in as guests, you can just scrolling the most random stuff like, what is this? Kids just, Isn't it just like, they don't know what's going on?
That's true. They just looking.
So that's what's bad. Like, you got to understand, like, you got to put, that foundation in place. Like, hey, I got to put a YouTube Kids. I got to do all this stuff to get it all put in place. Because, I mean, it's crazy how kids can see anything.
Yes,
when I was growing up, we couldn't see that type of stuff.
No.
Like, now you can scroll and see anything.
Everything's right there.
You see a TikTok on video, next you know, it's twerking on there. You're like, what in the world? And kids is just looking.
Yeah.
Like, they expose it too much nowadays.
They really are.
So, you know what? It's so different from when we were growing up. TV nowadays, like, the way they curse on TV,
itself, I know.
Regular TV, the things that they show and how they talking. I was like, oh my God.
This is like everything is open.
We were so Sesame Street,
girl.
We was growing up like you never heard the kind of language that you hear now. Like they say D's and P's.
Yeah, and B's and S's and all that.
Yeah.
All them overs and unders.
Yeah.
But of course, when you're like, how did they get to that point that is so normal?
And normalizing
like
everything that was
TV for kids.
Everything that was taboo back in the day is this open book.
Yeah.
It's just whatever you want to see is there.
And like, it blows my mind because. And people say, oh yeah, I just gotta get with the time. But no, but to me it blows my mind that twerking is like you go sit down and eat some food while somebody flapping their tail in front of you.
At a restaurant in Georgia, girl. And they think it's okay.
I just
you flapping your
thing
by my food.
My phone in there, flapping up on him. Don't be throwing that in my food.
Don't be throwing your sin on my food.
No. It's totally different. Yeah. I don't want nothing flapping by my food. I don't want me smelling nothing around my food. Better go on all that. Like, now I'm trying to eat.
I don't know if you bathed or not.
Yeah, like people thinking that's cute. Like, man, I don't know all that.
I know.
Like, no.
I don't get it.
No. I don't get it at all. Like, it's a time and place for all that. Like, that's all they think about, all they post, all that. I'm like, look, like, come on now, they gotta do something more than that. You gotta use your mind. Like, you gotta understand that it's not always grown people looking at that. Kids grab your parents' phone all the time. And they know what scrolling is. They see that stuff. I'm like, man, you blowing their mind. They 5, 6 years old. They don't know what they're looking at.
They want to try to practice it and see if they can do it themselves. And that's not even good.
These kids are exposed to everything.
It's too much out there. And like, it's overkill. Like, it really blows my mind. Like just the nudity, the language. Like, it's so open. It's like it's too much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe I'm just old school. I don't know. I just think some things should be done behind the scenes, behind the curtains. You know?
It's right.
Put everything right in the face.
It's about morals. It's about doing what's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be a good person and not have all that flapping everywhere.
Girl.
It's okay not to flap.
There it is.
Flapping on everything. Yeah. Like after a while, I'm being real. Even as a man, after a while, I'm like, look, I'm getting kind of tired of seeing this all the time. Like it's cool at first, yeah, it look good, but I ain't even gonna lie. And then next thing you know, you like, every day, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I roll over, look at my phone, just clapping. Like, bro, come on now. Like, we ain't trying to say all that.
It's everywhere.
Kids don't want to look at your phone all the time. It's like it just bound to happen. Like it's like it's just a different time frame.
It really is. I know time like, change, but just God, can y'all just tone it down?
That's what they're learning. That's what's so sad.
They're not discreet with it. It's just wide open. Like ain't nobody. Don't nobody always want to look at your box.
No.
Don't nobody always want to look at your tail. Sometimes your box and your tail just need to be behind the scenes. Just in your room by you and your partner.
Yeah. So that's all their life. It's like when they're 18, what they gonna know about?
That's
everything. So they don't care about going out doing what they need to do as a grown up. You know.
That's what I was like, man. Back in the day, I used to be happy just to watch any kind of cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm watching Simpsons now. Supposed to be too crazy, and I'm like, Simpsons they wasn't even cussing. They were just like borderline okay. So I'm like, now it's like went from that to South Park to just all out just crazy. You know, and I love it. I'm a man, but I'm like, you don't want no little kid.
No, you
that type of stuff. You know, it's too much for them.
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
Man, so listen, y'all, this has been something else. Now,
yes,
so y'all,
it
when
has.
you think about your young child or your adult child that's just turned 18, just prepare them.
Yes.
The things you don't know, you find out for yourself. But get them on the right track. Don't just throw them out there to the wolves. Because you don't know what can happen to your child. You really want the best thing for them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So true.
All right, y'all. So you know, all we can say now is this wine
has gone down. Yes,
all right. So now we're going to do our shout outs.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to talk about our guests for the night break. You got any shout outs?
Shout out to my family, my kids, my wife. You know, make sure everybody, you know, how everybody doing. You know, family, mama, my auntie. You know, I'm glad to be here. So this was a good experience. So I really enjoyed it. So.
Thank you, Brandon.
Yes. For real. Sybrina, you got shout out?
Yeah, shout out to my nephew Brandon for being here. Love you so much. You did so great. Thank you. Shout out to my husband and my kids, my grandkids, my daughters, and my sons, my mama, my brother. Thank you, Barry, for doing everything you do. My sister, love you so much. All my sisters, love y'all so much. My family all around United States. Y'all take care. Love y'all. See y'all next week.
All right. You guys, thank y'all again for joining us here on Wind Down Friday. You know, as always, we appreciate y'all all my play because, you know, we love y'all. For real. So I do want to do a shout out to all of my family, you know, the Petersons, the Humbers, the Brassels, one with the B and one without the B. But who else? When I said the
Humbers,
Petersons,
Braskins and Scotts and all of us.
Scotts and Reynolds.
Reynolds.
Georges.
And
And a special shout out to Mr. Derek Lester. We want to shout out to you. We appreciate you, Mr. So very Derek much. Lester. Watching Wine Now, we appreciate you so very much.
Yes.
Everybody from West Coast to East Coast, North Coast to South Coast, because that's what it's called.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. Our special guest, Mr. Brandon Jackson. We appreciate you for coming in. Yes. Y'all my wonderful kids, my sons, my daughter-in-laws, and my wonderful grandbabies with their little bad tails. I love y'all so very much. And to our wonderful husband, Mr. Barry Ward, thank you, baby, for all that you do. My sisters, my mom, and my brothers, and all y'all know I love y'all. So we want to appreciate you guys. We appreciate you keep supporting us and loving us, and we love y'all so much. And we'll see you guys next week here on
Wind Down Fridays.
Bye.
Good night. Woo, yeah. Cheers, y'all. One more
cheers
time.
Again.
Finish this.
Ooh,
that's some good stuff.
I only had a corner lip.
I gave it. I'm giving the last.
I'm fine. I'm good.
That was. I gave it the last of it, child.
I was like, that was good. No, it is good though.
That was some good wine. That was about it, girl.
Good.
Dude, it's so
strong. Smell like watermelon, don't it?
Yeah, it's good.
It smells so good.
Like they just squeezed the watermelon.
That's
what it tastes like. Like they squeezed the watermelon up in there.
You do.
It's good though.
But 13.9% alcohol. That's
yeah, you gonna feel it.
Yeah. It's a high content.
It's a little warm.
It is.
Yeah.
You feel you warm?
I'm warm. I feel a little warm, a little heat up in here.
Me too, child. I was thinking the same thing. fan on, please.
Them lights
no wind blowing.
Yeah. They need some wind blowing around.
These are these lights. I know that's why everybody thought these lights be hot and bright.
I ain't nervous, man. It's just hot. Man.
That was good, though.
That was so good. Y'all was so good, Mr. Natural over him.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Get a little drink. That's all you need.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
But it does relax you.
Yes, wine is always good for the yes.